The funeral home is on a dead end. Oh, very nice. Very fitting for the home. What a horrible name for it though, the Frampton? Yeah, go ahead, bury Gam Gam at the Frampton. I would feel bad. This is the most home funeral home I think I've ever seen. This is just someone's straight up house. An apple with an apple on it. That one's got a bite taken out of it, so I wouldn't have that, you know, second apple, the bonus apple. That first apple though, that looks in pristine condition. That looks like a mighty fine apple. This baby horseshoe crab molt is the size of my fingernail. Oh my God. Yeah, tiny ass fingernail. That's my question. Can we get the fingernail for scale? I don't know, man. I'm looking at it and I'm analyzing it. You would have to have a tiny ass fingernail for this baby horseshoe crab molt to be roughly the size of your fingernail. I don't agree. It's like half a Tic Tac maybe. My bag of Hers onion rings came with a pentagram shaped chip today. Oh, oh my fucking God. You gotta sell that one on eBay. You know how some people sell Cheetos that look like Christ the Lord? You gotta sell that onion ring chip that is of the devil. You summon things that are like the 5th layer of the onion with that one. My basement storage framing seems to have been designed perfectly for most of my sealed craft dinner boxes. Well, isn't that nice? Maybe that's what it was made for. You never know, right? There's just a little bit of a gap so you can fit your fingers through and grab the boxes. But I mean, for the most part, this is perfect, right? How many, cause I'm weird. How many boxes do you have in here? Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that? 10 boxes? Yeah, it's like, so 20 boxes per row. So that's what, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 140, and then it's like 165, 170 odd boxes. Because if we're looking at the very bottom row there, that's like what, 4 or 5 per row? It's 4 per row, so 140, 44, 48, 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 159. Someone could probably fact check that and tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm counting 159 boxes just by, you know, guesstimating. So my next question is, why in God's name are you storing 150 something boxes of craft dinner? Is this like a food hyper-focus thing and you're gonna eat it till it repulses you? What's going on? The boardwalk wood isn't getting wet around the screws. No, not at all. But, well, I mean, a little bit. Like, there is some water there, but maybe it's just hitting and bouncing. I don't know. I feel like it's very consistent. I can kind of see your point, but at the same time, I can see other spots of that boardwalk where it's very clearly getting wet by the screws. So I feel like, I don't know. Could it be that the sun has heated the screws up so much that they're providing radiant heat to the nearby wood? Maybe. I would have no idea. I would have to research that. Okay, so this is like a correlation versus causation thing. We are correctly correlating the screws and water not being there, but it's not being caused by the screws. So this is likely being caused by the joists underneath the boardwalk, and a joist is just this, it's like a horizontal structure used in framing. So it's like off in between beams and stuff, and that's underneath the boardwalk, and that's where the screws are being screwed into, right? And it's that is acting as a large thermal mass and is offsetting the water that's landing there by evaporating more quickly over the joists, not the screws. And I would have assumed the screws too. I had to Google it and learn because I had no idea. Like I was looking at it, I was like, that doesn't make sense, but I just had to look into it. USB cable from Amazon includes pictures from the Chinese factory it was made in. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much for your order. Hope you enjoy your goods. Your satisfaction is a huge motivation for us to be a better seller. If you have any concerns, please email us first. We will do our best to let you satisfied. Aw, thank you. Yeah, we got the reception to the production line to the mold injection. I love that they showed us exactly where, you know, where the bread gets buttered, you know. This does kind of remind me, not exactly the same, but it feels very similar to me. I saw a YouTube channel that in their description of their videos, they would have like this section that was like, here's our work process. And it's like, here's our ideation, and then our voice recording, and now our gameplay and our editing. And then we're going through, each video is evaluated and fine-tuned. And I'm like, I find this fascinating that you include this in every video as like a seal of quality. It's very entertaining to me when this works out like this, you know? You know what? Actually, that makes it seem more real. I often think of Chinese factories as impersonal and huge, but that seems like an unassuming little place. Yeah, just factory doesn't have to mean it's a giant warehouse. You know, it's a little factory where they create things for you to consume. For $1,000, you can get the Veruca salt and have anything on the menu made before any other orders. Oh, what? Hold on, sorry. What do they got here? Where do you see the Veruca salt? Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, here it is. I see. That's funny. But it's all hot pressed sandwiches and they serve gluten-free bread. Holy shit, you can eat here? All right, what do they got? Sorry, I'm fat. I gotta see what they got here. They got the hot and spicy, the Mother Clucker, the Porky's Revenge, which would probably be what I would get. They got a couple other sandwiches, all reasonably priced. And then the Veruca salt. I want it now, daddy. Anything on the menu, delivered ahead of all other orders. That's like having you money to be able to go into an establishment and order the Veruca salt. I also like that they got the the toddlers only. A little grilled cheese or PB&J. Yum, yum, yum. Christopher Columbus's tomb in Sevilla, Spain. Whoa, holy sh**. This is a crazy ass tomb. All right, looking at this thing, I just know that the tomb itself has to be packed with symbolism. And so I looked it up and someone had visited it and commented on Reddit that the tomb, along with the whole cathedral, is packed with symbolism. Each of the pallbearers holding the tomb is a king that are representing one of Spain's 4 constituent kingdoms. That's Castile, Aragon, and Navarre. I hope I said that correctly. With Leon, who was in the front right in the photo, crushing a pomegranate with a spear. If you're watching the video, take a look at the very bottom of the guy in the front of the photo. That is a pomegranate that he's supposed to be crushing. And that represents the conquest of Granada, which marked the end of the Reconquista in 1492. And that's what possibly encouraged Ferdinand and Isabella to support Columbus's expedition the same year as a continuation of their expansion. I find that so fascinating, and just looking at, I don't know, this is the kind of thing that is genuinely breathtaking to see in person. Oh man, this would be so like, I can't even begin. I'm nerding out over it because I can imagine seeing that in person and just being captivated by how ornate it is. A clover patch has been slowly taking over the dead grass in our yard. Well, that's not, oh, but that's so cute looking too. I like that. This is nice. This feels fun to walk through. That's a better looking yard to me. Leave it. Clover is a nitrogen fixer. If it's able to outcompete the grass, then the soil nutrients are really out of whack. Once it has improved the soil, the grass should start to come back. Ideally, the clover should come back in the early spring before the grass starts to grow later in the season. That's the trick about healthy grass. It simply outcompetes the other species. My cool S-shaped bruise. That is definitely, hey, right next to your cool looking tattoo that has another little bruise. What the hell happened to you, man? What cool S-shaped incident did you get into to get that bruise? What's your story, stranger? Was on a walk, saw a house burning down. Oh my God. Look at what it's surrounded by too. Look at the rocks and stuff. This has to be like a set, right? I had to look it up because I couldn't believe my eyes. And this is in Newfoundland. And I'm not familiar with Newfoundland, so forgive me. I'm gonna butcher the name of this area. But it's called Kitty Vitty. I hope I even did that somewhat right. And it was a fishing stage that got burned, which sucks, but man, I could imagine seeing this, you know. You would be quick to say, oh, it's fake because of this rock wall that's next to it. But this was a real fire. It just happened to be in the most photogenic area it could have possibly been in. The way the houses reflect against the water too, this looks like the end of like an artsy horror movie. You know what I mean? Like this is so... It's fucking awesome, man. I can't get enough of it. This looks insane. This dock used to have one more rule than it does now. Let's see. Well, the dock is closed from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And what are the rules? No alcohol, no smoking, redacted. No swimming or diving, no fishing or netting, no motorized vehicles, no bikes, rollerblades, or boarding of any vessels. Oh, of course it's Naples. Naples, Florida. I wonder what rule. So I found the rule, but before I get to that, can I just mention, by the way, if we're gonna take this sign literally, prohibited on the dock, no alcohol. So if I'm to take this sign literally, no alcohol is not permitted, I have to bring alcohol? Or am I supposed to bring my big cigar so I'm not violating the no smoking thing? It's prohibited to not smoke, no smoking. Anyway, like 90% of the things that you would do on a dock, you can't do on the dock. It's probably like one of those like one-way, like, oh, you can unboard here, but don't you dare board a vessel, motherfucker. Anyway, so people went down a rabbit hole for the Naples City dock. Like, people were pulling up like the Municipal Code, like codification, like we're pulling up videos and stuff, and they finally found it. They found a video of someone on the Naples City dock, and it looks like it says no animals was the rule. The rule was you couldn't bring any animals on. So now we know. Now our curiosity has been satiated. Both ends of the rainbow in our backyard. Oh, that's gorgeous, dude. Oh my God. Well, go find the pot of gold, bro. Wait, it's right there. It's right. Go get it. What are you waiting for, dude? I finally. We were waiting for it, man. All this talk about the pot of gold on the other side. Now you put it to the test. Almost flat rainbow. Oh, that's even more gorgeous. I think this is even more beautiful than an arcing rainbow. This has a certain, you can surf right into the rainbow. That's sick. What the hell is going on in the back? This photo. What's going on with the surfers standing, doing like a ritual? Can we talk about that? Can we can we talk about what's going on there? Are these celebrating the rainbow? I'm very confused as what the hell is going on back there. I'm sure it's probably just like a surfing class and they're doing some stretches, but this seems like a rainbow cult. Would be my guess, which is awesome. You know, where do you join that one? Grimace themed McDonald's in Austria. Holy sh! Wow. Was this, I see the Grimace shake on the side of the window here. Was this in anticipation for Grimace's birthday, or did he just really love the big purple glutton? What am I supposed to take from this? Is this all the time? My hotel microwave has outlets on it. Oh, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I also love that they give you two different kinds. There's the 4 amp max and the 9 amp max. Like, you could choose which one you want, whatever you need, for however much power you gotta use. I've also never seen a microwave with beeper volume. This has got to be an old one. This is an old ass microwave. Inside of credit card after it got delaminated due to heat. Oh wow. I don't know what I expected, but I've never seen the inside of a credit card, so I would have never assumed that there's all of that on the inside of it, you know? It would have never clicked to me that it's this whole, like, I don't even know what to call that. All of the little, you know, wire parts. Do you think that would get declined? Like if you tried to swipe that as is? Huh, I don't know. All the extra traces really just fascinate me. I just don't know what that's for. I'm missing a knuckle. Holy you are missing a knuckle. Hey, someone give this poor fool his knuckle back. Where did he... Where did it go? Who took your knuckle, son? The letters on my sunscreen bottle scrambled, but are still mostly intact. I don't even know how the hell that happened. Wait, what? Was each letter individually printed? How the did this happen? Why is your bottle alphabet soup in it right now? What the My mom grew braided carrots. Oh, that's cute. How do you do that? How do you grow a braided carrot? I've never heard of that before today. And how are they all different colors too, right? I don't know. That'd be cool for a restaurant though, right? I don't know. Maybe that'd be a little hard to cook, but I feel like that'd be really fun. Like having a little braided carrot. I don't know. Maybe as a restaurant, the logistics would be difficult. But I looked up how you plant these, how this happens, and it's just the seeds aren't spaced out. So I guess if you want to make a braided carrot, just don't space out your seeds and it'll be fine. You can reproduce it. This mushroom growing kit I saw at the hardware store sprouted itself through the top. Damn, it's a self-growing kit? That's pretty cool. Delicious pearl oysters. I mean, you can have one right there, right? It's a sampler. That's why it's sticking out from the front like that, in case you wanted to try it, see if you like it, and then buy one for yourself. It's a sampler platter. Neighbor's window kills a patch of my grass every summer. Oh. Yeah, well, when the power of God is being hit at you. Yeah, if I was that grass, I'd be killed too every summer. That's a blinding light from across the street. Both my old film camera and this hazelnut spread at my hotel are called the same thing. What are they called? Oh, they're both Riva Minis. Well, that's cute. I guess the Riva Mini in one place is a different Riva Mini in another, right? Maybe you should contact them, see who the real one is. That's what I would do. I would see which Riva, I don't know. I think this brand is just Riva, and then Mini is like the particular product, since it's a little mini packet, and I think Riva is just the regular brand, and then the Riva Mini is its own camera. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense there, but there's so many Rivas out there, dude. There's Riva yachts, and there's all sorts of Rivas out there. It's not special. Got the lightest one of these mining toys, figuring there would be a small piece of gold if there in any. Tiny indeed. Wow, one box in 24 has real gold. I mean, you could have gotten Jasper or Tiger Eye or Volcano Rock, but instead you got like what, 2 cents worth of real gold? How much gold is that, like, genuinely? You know, like, I don't mean weight-wise, I mean worth-wise, right? I don't know. Because legally speaking, this is fine, but I'm pretty sure that is just like, you know, straight up 2 cents worth of gold. If I had to imagine, like, I don't know, you're not making your money back on this for sure. But yeah, it's very funny. That's very, very funny. I've seen videos of people buying these in mass for like Instagram Reels content, and I'm like, you are losing so much money trying to get gold out of this, man. My parents still have a supply of canned Fruitopia from the early 2000s. Wow. Okay, so it's a soda. When does that go bad? It's strawberry flavor. That sounds nice. I don't know if I'd want to try it though. It's been there for so long. I feel like, you know, when SpongeBob ate snail po, I feel like if I had it, that would be the reaction that would come from me. My Phillips bit has a Jesus fish on it. Very nice. Just to let you know, I mean, Christ was a carpenter. So if you're carpenting with a drill bit, then, you know, it's just something to think about, right? Something to have close to you. Plant that looks like a shy platypus. Yes, it does. Instead of what is my cookie cutter, welcome to r/what is my plant, where we guess what plants look like. That's so cute. What is he shy about? Probably because he figured out his secret identity. Perry the plantopus. I know you, dude. This restroom has a vomit station. I find that incredibly considerate. You know, I don't want to have to get down on my knees and throw up in the random public restroom. That doesn't feel, I won't feel taken care of as a guest. Give me the vomit station. I like that. I appreciate that. And I think they even have, like, you see that little like hose line at the very top? I think they have like a spray hose as well, just to clean the chunks out. It's considerate. I like it. It's very considerate. Barbecue is bought at the same time. Both have a shelter. Left lives 2 kilometers from the sea. Right lives 12 kilometers. Wow. So, okay. This is just showing how, you know, living close to the sea is gonna rust the out of your barbecue grill. That checks out to me. My friend and I bought the exact same computers. We built them at the same time too. He lived basically on the beach. At high tide, you could throw a stone from his bedroom window and hit the ocean if you threw it hard enough. His PC lasted 2 years. He periodically cleaned the dust off both inside and outside. When we opened it up, pretty much every component that could rust did. His GPU had rust and salt buildup on it so bad that the rear screws where he held it on the case basically disintegrated. Mine went on to keep working for another 6 years, and I still use it to this day as a home server. If it isn't stainless and it isn't being polished, it ain't gonna survive, because you're living right next to the water. That's a good thing to know. The size tag on a thong is slightly wider than the thong itself. Wow. That's, I mean, at that point, you're not even wearing anything. That's not even underwear at that point. At this point, you're just wearing string. The sky outside of my house looks like a badly rendered video game, but isn't it beautiful? The repeating textures. It's developed by Valve. This is what they do with TF2 war paints, dude. Don't you like it?